The first matchup is going to be between Captain Bobster and Zula. So let's go ahead and get them some room here, give them some spacing, and once this gets started, we'll let our friends here finish up their duels. I think we have some good some good contestants in this tournament. A lot of warriors actually here tonight, I think. So Captain versus Zula. I think it's our Shadow Priest friend here. Oh, they're out here all ready to go as well. They're eating up. The dueling flag is going to go down. Alright, this is going to be late night fights with OG Jazzy Jeff and all of our beautiful candidates that are participating. This is going to be Captain versus Zula here. Captain trying to keep his range here, popping the Pburg pouch. The Shadow Word Pain is going to be ticking down. He kind of breaks the distance right now. There is going to be a Title Charm that comes out onto Captain right now. The Shadow Word Pain is ticking down. The Psychic Stream is going to connect. He immediately uses the Mind Flay. There is a Viper Sting on Zula, something to worry about, but oh my goodness, that's a Blackout proc on Captain. That's so rough to deal with that. He goes in, he kind of weaves in potentially. Oh my goodness, the dual zone. Oh, that sucks, but that's up to the candidates if they want to reduel, or just yeah. Oh, what a Zula! What a bro! What a homie! What a homie! It would have been understandable either way, but good sportsmanship. I can do it / cooldown, can I? Something like that. Let me sit up straight. The dueling flag is going to go down. Instantly utilizing the BM pet here. It's just putting that damage down onto Zula. The Viper Sting is going to come out. Captain utilizing the Pburg pouch to try to restore some of his desperately needed resources. The Scorpion Sting is going down onto Zula. He probably tried the Viper, just a slight misclick. The Netomatic goes down onto Zula. The grenade is going to come down. I think it was resisted, unfortunately. The Shadow Word Pain still on Captain, just ticking away at him. It's really hard. The Viper Sting's still on him. It's not necessarily getting dispelled. They're going to try to bandage, but it's not going to work for very long. And they don't need it either. It was kind of just one of those where it was excess, just playing it safe. The first round is going to go to Zula. And this is going to be a best of 3, with the semifinals and finals being best of 5. I know. Oh, that sucks. Captain, you can switch back if you'd wanted to. I probably shouldn't try to practice in the middle of a duel, but at the same time, you can switch specs whenever you want to between duels. Hey, Spinius. I am. Welcome to the broadcast tonight. Oh, Big Ope dot summon. Big Ope. And I hope you're doing well, Spinius. Should be a fun night ahead of us here. Just a one. Just a one. Or did... Yeah. They are going to reduel here. This is for the best 2 out of 3. This could be the last one. He is still using the BM. Opening up onto the Priest here. Uses his net immediately. The Trinket is used as well. The Viper Sting is going to come out. The Priest is down to about half HP right now. Captain utilizing the Pburg pouch just to mitigate any of that Shadow Word paid damage as it comes out, as fast as it comes out. Now, he is kind of trying to keep the distance, relatively far, but at the same time, he's kind of happy potentially that he is in a close range because he might be able to get the wing clip up and the scatter shot and the he doesn't have the scatter shot and the trap potentially at the very least. I mean, that's what you're hoping for, but I don't know if it's going to happen though. Shadow Word Pain is ticking away, and GG. Sorry, I skamazed you, Captain. And I shuffled the seas. I skamazed you and Kem. All right, the next duel is going to be between. C2. The next duel is going to be between Legs and Grizz, which is going to be a warrior versus warrior matchup here. Kind of going out here in the open. I like it. Now this is going to be an interesting differential. We do have one warrior that is going to be going dual wielding, and they are going to be a Fury warrior versus Legs, the two-handed counterpart, which will be the one that takes the cake here. It's one of those where you see a lot of two-handed play, but every once in a while a Fury warrior will pop out of the woodworks with the max gear, and they impress. Yeah, Legs is here, Pearl. Legs is here too. All the homies, Legs. We got so many homies that are playing in the tournament tonight. It feels good, man. It's awesome to see everybody coming back together after the little bit of a break and ready to play some Classic again. Feels good, man. All right, this is going to be round 1. Grizz is going to get the charge off. The hamstring goes on to Legs right now. Legs taking about 20% of his health. The Frenzied Regeneration is going to come out, so he does have that increased melee damage right now. Grizz is just popping out the Whirlwind, and uses the life-giving gem as well, kind of giving him that comfier health pool total. Legs immediately uses the Intercept to close the distance. He's down to about 40% HP. Oh my goodness, the Intimidation comes out, but instantly they are going to get out of it due to the little bit of damage they're taking. Legs getting close to execute range. The Fury Warrior is just really doing work right now. Ooh, Legs making the play that needs to be made. He uses the net. He uses the bandage. The other warrior now immediately he tried to bandage, but the rend was on him. Legs made sure to keep that on him. He charges back in. He uses the hamstring. Now the counter charge comes out from Grizz right back to Legs, stunning him for just that little bit. But the thing is, Grizz is getting close to execute range, but Legs is too. Which one is going to get the execute first? It is going to be Legs coming back from behind. He said, I came to play. I'm ready to show I have what it takes to make it all the way to the finals. So here we go. Duel 2 coming out. Legs versus Grizz. Both these warriors, titans of the dueling arena right now. The double charge is going to come out, putting him in a very weird place. It was a kind of a strange interaction. Now, this is going to be a little bit, there's some differences here. You're going to see Legs kind of trying to beautifully kite with the hamstring in and out of the range of the melees, whereas it's kind of, Grizz is just going to try to stay on his ass to the best of his ability. But there is going to be a grenade that comes out, stunning the Tauren just for that slight duration, but it isn't going to be enough. I don't think it's necessarily Legs is going to Whirlwind, but he's in execute range, and it will be a one-for-one. Grizz says, you know what, Jeff? I have what it takes too, and I'll bring this up. I'm going to reverse sweep it, but we'll see if Legs has a rebuttal to that, because it is going to be 1-to-1. Either player can win this one. Grizz is going to get the charge off. The life-giving gem is going to get popped by Legs immediately. The Mortal Strike comes down onto Grizz. Deep Wounds kind of just ticking away on him. He's down to about half HP. There's going to be an Intimidation shout, giving him a free reset on the melee from Legs here, trading blow for blow or blow for blows, as Grizz has many of them. At that, Grizz getting very dangerously close to that execute range, which is somewhere you're just not going to want to be. The net is going to come out immediately. Legs is going to fire up that bandage, and then as well, the other warriors as well, but there's a bleed on him, and then the grenade is going to connect, getting Grizz down to a very dangerous health pool total. Is he's in execute range? That's going to be Legs taking it home. That was an excellent series. Good job, guys. Good job. You love to see those differences too in Warrior. game. This next duel is going to be Sela WoW versus Warren. It's going to be a rogue versus a mage matchup. Warren, do it for Poppy. Or 2-1, not 2-2. Oh, did I mess that up? Yeah, I did. Which is relevant. You never know when people are going to look at the scores, because you see all of my past dueling tournaments. The dueling flag is going to go down. No, Warren, you have to let the rogue get the opener as well. If they want to reduel, you can, but you have to. I know it sounds bad. I think this is a reduel, cause after I had kind of caught Warren off guard there, when I told him to stop, he just kind of chilled. Okay. This was going to be Sela versus Warren round 1. We'll let the rogue open. I think our rogue friend was ready to keep that one solidified in terms of keeping it, but I don't know if Warren was actually playing it halfway through there. Now the dual flag is going to go up. He's opening up onto Warren. The ambush is going to come down. He's getting Warren down to about 60% HP. The Tidal Charm coming down onto Warren. Warren is immediately going to ice block it. The rogue is going to use the energy potion and get ready to just pump those melees onto Warren. He has the Skull of Impending Doom out. There is going to be a net that goes down onto Warren here. He immediately uses everything at once, just kind of blowing him up. Well played. The first duel is going to go to Sela. The dueling flag comes down. Opening up onto Warren, he uses the ambush immediately. Warren tries for the cheeky ice block, but that's really a risky maneuver. That is going to be a tidal charm that comes down onto Warren. He blinks out of it immediately. The crippling poison is still on him. The rogue is going to utilize his first blind. Unfortunately, Warren has already used his ice block, so I don't know if he's going to be able to take this one home. The cheap shot's going to come down. He blinks out of it immediately. The rogue is going to use an energy potion and close the gap. He opens back up onto Warren, uses the vanish, the cheap shot opener, and that will be round 2 for Sela, taking it. Boom. Alright, the next matchup is going to be Kem Dog versus Zula. Another fellow content creator here. I've had a few content creators here tonight. Kem Dog's actually streaming as well. If anyone could do me a favor and link Kem Dog's Twitch in the chat here. If anyone could do me a favor and link Legs as well, that would be awesome. If you ever see a content creator, feel free to do that. I always forget to. Yep. Yep, Legs TV right there. He said hello. The charge is going to come down here onto the priest. Kem has the Tidal Charm comes out. The Shadow Word Pain is going to get cycled. The full grenade is going to connect. And then he starts mind flaying. There is going to be a net that's used by the priest now. They're just utilizing everything. The grenade comes down from Kem Dog. They do get the fear off as well, but the priest is going to get out of it using Will of the Forsaken, which is just kind of a huge asset when you do get feared like that. It's just, you don't even need your trinket at that point. You can do things like you can be more open with trinkets when you have things like Will of Forsaken, because you can do a net, a Tidal Charm, these other things that you might find handy instead of a PvP trinket. It's going to be duel 2. Where's Kem Dog? Oh, he's going gnome. I don't blame him. Hey, Zico. One love. Heskmasky and Dread, thank you for the follows. Welcome to the broadcast tonight. Your boy Thunder says, Jeff, would I be fucked if I went Tauren Hunter in Classic? Is leeway that bad? Oh, let me get to that right after that. Let me get to that because I want to touch on that, your boy Thunder. The duel is going to come down. These two contenders are going to start fighting. The Shadow Word Pain is going to be put down naturally onto the opponent. But are we going to see any procs from Blackout? They use the Intimidating Shout, but just immediately hammering down on him, just for an instance of you know, control over the fight, even if it means he breaks it shortly after. The Power Shield is going to get cycled. Kem Dog is going to use a life-giving gem. He's getting very low versus a priest. It can be a very difficult thing. He gets the charge off once again, but the Mind Flake comes out, and unfortunately it's enough to take our boy Kem down. Might have a Shadow Priest winner tonight. Soul Slopes Warriors need Wreck against Priest. That's a hard matchup. That's such a hard matchup. I've been trying, you know, I'm gonna brainstorm and try to think of ways, you know, that we can even the score a little. Tonight we used Rage Potions, but you know, maybe there will be more in the future. I like seeing Warriors go far. SP is so good. All right, this is going to be Zulp versus Pburg. This is going to be a good duel. Or no, it's yep, Zulp versus Pburg. All right, this is round 2 between the Titans. The one, the only Zulp. Zulp is another content creator as well. If anyone happened to have Zulp's tag handy, I'd love if you linked it. I need to be better about having everyone's handy before these events start. Okay, the dueling flag goes down. Oh, I don't need anything from Zulp. He's just playing right now. Oh, his Twitch channel. His Twitch channel, mate. I'm Brutal, if you did want to link it. There it is. My man. Thanks, guys. Oh, Pburg streams too. I had no idea. Hell yeah. Well, another content creator file. The charge is going to come down instantly, utilizing the Reckless Charge, which is definitely, that's part of it right there. He's going to kind of close the distance just a little bit here with the pet. You know, the pet, he's not even trying to kite it around, do anything with it. He's just going to try to let it, you know, trade damage with Zulp that little bit. Really, I really like that utilization of the helmet. I think that's the proper way to go. Now, he is going to have an uphill battle still because he has a lot of damage to be putting down onto his opponent, but the pet is going to be dead. The scatter shot's going to come down. He does feign death. He gets him in the trap, and he kind of tries to break the distance. No! He doesn't break the distance. He actually is going to take this opportunity to try to get his pet back. And on it, the pet's running. The pet's, he's like, he mastered this too much. He actually moved him over there. He's kind of controlling the pet so fluidly. You gotta love it. The multi-shot's going to come down. Zulp down to about half right now. The Intimidation comes out. He gets him out of it immediately with the Trinket. The Serpent Sting is out on him. He's going for that offensive bit of damage. The Concussion Shot comes down, but there is no proc. The Tidal Charm is going to follow up afterwards, keeping Zulp in his place. The Rapid Fire is on Pburg right now, and he did actually get that Quick Shots proc, which is absolutely massive. He's going to be able to pump out all the more Addos. Now, oh my gosh, the Intimidating Shout comes out from Zulp, and he tries to banish himself up. The Life-Giving Gem is still in effect, so he still has that little bit of extra HP. He charges back into the Hunter, and he doesn't even have to intercept. He's able to use the Battle Stance charge. The Hunter is going to get the reset. He doesn't even have to use the Scatter Shot. He just gets the Feign Death Trap, and then he eats and starts getting those desperately needed resources to start this thing up again. Now, he is going to break the distance with that last couple of seconds that he has. Zulp is going to charge back in. He's at a half HP. This is far from over. The Scatter Shot's going to come down, but I don't think that Hunter necessarily has the ability to go ahead and Feign Death Trap afterwards. The Grenade's going to come down. It will hit from Zulp, and he closes the distance because of it, and he still gets those melees. The Wing Clip coming down onto Zulp. Pburg down to about 40% HP. Zulp down to about 20% HP. Pburg is actually able to get the Feign Death Trap off one more time and reset the combat. Oh my gosh, Zulp has about 30% HP left. Pburg is going to break the distance with the last few seconds that he has available to him. He puts the Concussion Shot down. It's not going to proc. He's just trying to get the stun off. He puts the multi and the auto as well, but Zulp needs to charge, but I don't think he can get quite close enough. I don't know if it's up. The Berserker's charge is going to come out. Holy shit, the first round going to Zulpy. Oh. Oh. That's what's up. Good players, good players. Makes it really, really fun to shoutcast. It's going to be round 2 between the Titans here. The reset's going to come down. Zulp just kind of making sure that he has that battle shout. This could be it. The dueling flag is going to come down. Best of two still. Best of two still. Or best of three, I'm stupid. The charge comes down onto Pburg. He immediately switches to the battle stance, or the the berserker stance, goes into for the intercept afterwards. The feign death. I don't even think they needed to use the scatter shot. I think it was just a feign death trap right there. There it was. There's the scatter shot there. I didn't think he necessarily had utilized that cooldown. He has the trap back in about 40 seconds. The multi-shot auto is going to come out along with the arcane shot as well. He's kind of opting for the rapid fire approach, and he's just kind of going for the cheetah form, trying to keep the distance. Now Zulp is not going to utilize the rocket helmet quite in the way that I thought he would. He does use the rocket helmet here. He kills the pet first. He kind of used it in a reverse order this time. And he gets to bandage himself back up to full. Kind of swapping up the strategy. He switches to the battle stance. He gets the charge in. The scatter shot's not up for another 2 seconds. The hamstring's on him. The deep wounds is taking away. There is going to be a feign death trap that comes out. Now he's blocked. He's defenseless. What's he going to do at this moment? The hunter is going to try to break the distance. He puts the hunter's mark back on his Zulp. He gets himself into position. He's about 30-40 yards away. He goes ahead and just decides to bandage himself back up. He only gets 2 ticks. Zulp getting the actual charge off as well. Scatter shot's going to come off as well. Will he get the feign death trap? I don't think he has it yet. He is going to just kind of get the concussion shot down. He has the wing clip as well. Zulp is at about half HP. The title shot comes out, but he immediately gets trinketed out afterwards. Zulp down to about half, Pburg down to about 40%. He does utilize the Pburg pouch to try to get back some of those desperately needed resources. The deep wounds is on him. There's going to be a grenade that comes down and does connect. There's a secondary trap that comes out onto Zulp, resetting things one more time. Pburg can't bandage because the cooldown is still there, and he's also taking damage from deep wounds, but he is going to take this opportunity to try to get some resources via eating and drinking, which is one of those things you love to see. The grenade's going to come out. It doesn't matter. He still gets the charge off. The scatter shot is going to connect, but he doesn't have the trap just yet. He breaks his distance a little more. The concussion comes out. It doesn't proc, but Zulp tries to run away. He's trying to get in a position where he gets out of combat and he's able to switch into battle stance and get the actual charge back in. He doesn't want to necessarily utilize the intercept in this manner. He gets out of combat. Oh, he gets out of range just a little bit. He only gets 1 tick of the bandage. The serpent sting keeps him back in combat. The hunter is going to revive his pet, so Zulp takes this opportunity to start eating and drinking across the field. Holy shit. Closing the distance, the pet is on him right now. Zula putting down 1 melee on the pet, maybe trying to finish him off potentially. The wolf still has plenty of HP. He is going to get mended up. The sprint is on him. He utilizes the Fury's Howl, which gives that hunter that little bit of extra damage. Intimidating shout is going to come down. Zulp is in a very dangerous position. There is going to be a fear, but now he's in the ice block as well, so he's not able to kind of pound that damage onto the or put that damage onto the hunter, which he really needs right now. There's going to be another trap. He gets re-trapped, so it doesn't even matter if he's necessarily a diminishing return on that or not. It's just enough to kind of keep him in place. Maybe there would have been a small one because there was two traps recently, but now the charge is going to come out, but the intimidating shout is going, or intimidation is going to stun Zulp, and it's enough for Pburg to get the second win, and it's going to be 1-1. Whew. Dueling flag is going to go down. If anyone wants to summon just to watch this tournament, feel free to let me know as well. And I'll be doing another one after this. As long as we have 8 contestants, I'll do another. The charge is going to come down from Zulp onto Pburg. He immediately gets a trap off afterwards. The full aim shot comes down. The multi-shot afterwards. It is going to be Zulp with the Reckless Charge, utilizing that helmet kind of try to CC the Hunter and go for the pet. I feel as though this might be a reasonable way to do it. I think he used a Rage Potion there, uses the Whirlwind right away from the Hunter. He doesn't want to break that CC, but he still wants that damage. Gets to execute off on the pet, switches to the hunter. The wing clip, they're trading wing clip and hamstring, so both players are slowed. Now it seems as though the feign death is going to take place, and he's able to get the trap off afterwards. We're not able to bring it in combat, but there is no pet. The hunter's mark comes out. Deep wounds is ticking away. There's going to be a grenade from downtown. It will connect as the hunter just tries to continue to break this distance. Zulp immediately is seen as maybe utilizing a trinket to try to get out of the stun, but then kind of shifting back into defensive mode and making sure that he does get that bandage up. He knows the hunter is getting the resources he desperately needs as well, and he also knows that the longer he doesn't initiate on him, the more likely there's going to be a trap as soon as he charges once again, which is always a dangerous thing. The hunter is going to go ahead and try to summon his pet back here. The warrior can still win this. He's at a very comfortable health pool total. See, now the hunter has another trap down once again. The charge comes out, but he's going to hit it. It's rough. You start getting chain trapped. If one sits there for too long, it just starts to get really hard to deal with. He got out of combat. He gets the battle stance. He gets the charge down. He's going to get the fear. The pet is actually getting feared. He opens back up onto the Hunter. The hamstring's going to come out. The Mortal Strike hits as well. Deep Wounds is kind of ticking away, just plucking away at the life total of the Hunter, but he does get the scatter shot off. He gets the feign death. He gets the trap being put down, and then he tries to just get a little bit of distance, but there's not a lot of time. The Warrior charging right back in on him. The Hunter at about half HP, trying to kite away. Grenade from Zul will not connect. Will he try to go for the pet again? Pburg pouch healing up the Hunter just a little bit. Hunter at about half HP. Zulp at about 20-30%. This isn't over yet. The enrages on him. The Berserker's Rage. He's able to kind of get some of this back. The rapid fire comes out from the Hunter. All it really takes is one charge, one crit, one execute. Can we see it? This is hard. He has 6 seconds until it's up. But he got it. Berserker's Rage is on him as well. He uses the life-giving gem to give himself a little bit more back. He uses the hamstring and he stops him in place. There's going to be a feign death trap that kind of starts to reset things here. There's the Hunter, this opportunity is just going to start eating and drinking, but he also needs to use some of this time to kind of get away from the Warrior. Now, the Warrior is going to get close to getting intercept back, but it's still a little ways off until he gets that. So this is one of those situations where he actually gets defensive again with that bandage. That's what I'm talking about. Now, the Hunter's doing the same thing. We're resetting it all over again. The Hunter's going to go ahead and try to break the distance and get away from his opponent, and then he goes ahead and he throws a trap down, and now all of a sudden we see this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's going to be another trap. Zul just goes ahead and gets on his mount, waits for the opener, gets the charge off. Doesn't even have to use Berserker's charge, but he does get the action. Doesn't use intercept yet. He does just use the regular charge, but immediately gets trapped afterwards. This is going to be one of those things where now the intercept comes out, but the wing clip does afterwards. Pburg down to about 60%. Zoof to a 20%. The scatter shot is going to keep him in place. He does have a feign death and a trap as well. He doesn't have very much mana left, but he has plenty of health. Now Zoop has about 20-30% health, so he's going to have to actually, do something, whether it's defensively or miraculously offensive, that gets him out of this one. I don't know if it can be done. He's played out of his mind, but it's like, what do you do from here? Now, the pet's getting low. He's going to kill the pet at the end of the day. He's at about 10-20% HP. He's going to try to line of sight behind a block, but it's just too little too late. Well played, guys. Wow. That was so good, you guys. Oh, wrong way. Like, you guys gave me the heebie-jeebies, like the Chili Willies, just watching and like shoutcasting that. I felt like that was really good. It was an honor to shoutcast you guys. The next is going to be between Catechin and Legs. Summon me, Zave. I certainly can. Zave, are you just Zave/Shu and this server? Summon. Zave, I'm also gonna do another one of these if you have any interest. Afterwards. Yeah, big shout out to our boy Zul for putting up a fight there. Porpies, I can do that. Summon. Sela. Any other summons before I start up the next series? Zulp, I don't know if I've had the privilege of casting you in a whole series, but that was a lot of fun. What was saying is, Zulp needed some item to damage himself. Maybe a skull? I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, man, it felt like his resources were so finite. I suppose with enough precision, perhaps, but he played so well. No critiques here. Beach was saying summon. Beach, was your name Beach as well? Sorry if you said earlier, it was a little distracted there. Zula was saying, I'm probably trying another class for next. No, I'm going to lose, but for fun. Hey, Zula, yeah, let's go, baby. You're very welcome to. It's a great opportunity. There will be other new players inevitably as well, or players that are coming back from a while, and so there should be some good matchups for you in there. /Shu Beach. Can I get the next one? You sure can, Colonel Corn. I'll open up as soon as this ends. I'll open up invites and sign-ups. Summon. Don't mess with. Don't. Summon. There we go. Okay. Colonel, summon Pokey. I can do that. Summon Pokey. Colonel Corn, would you like an invite or a summon right now, or would you like to set up your bars and your character in the mall? This is going to be between, yeah, Catechids and Legs when we get going here. Nice, and they're sitting out here, they're like, hey, Jeff, we're ready. I think that I'm Kobe saying I still need one before the duel, but take your time. Oh, I got you. Dot summon, Sela. I think I spelled it wrong or something. There we go. Proud man. Slash shoe. Proud. Yeah, this is crazy. This is all you guys want to come hang out. Summon. Proud man. Alright, cool. Whew! Alright, we're beginning. Let's do this. This is going to be round one between Catechin and Legs. Who will take the cake in this best of three? Keep in mind the next semifinals will be a best of 5. But this is going to be a best of 3. Legs doing very well in the last matchup. Will he be able to replicate that impressive play, or will this be the Hunter's win? Now, I think this is another matchup that I really enjoy. Something to keep in mind, Legs, if you didn't know, you get your helmet and you get a rage potion. So just so you'll know that we're letting the Warriors have that in the Hunter matchup, the helmet, and then rage potion is just a new thing I was trying out. But either way, yeah, you get the helmet in the Hunter matchup. Colonel Corn, I'll give you a little thing to sign up right after this. We'll finish this one off, and then I'll give you a link for signups, or I can just add you passively as well. Dot summon Corn. All right, here we go. Good luck, both contestants. I didn't know Pburg streamed. I'll have to check him out. The charge comes down onto Legs right now. From Legs right now. The scatter shot comes down. Immediately he's going to get trapped. Oh, the trap got resisted. Oh, the intimidating shout comes out. The title charm comes down onto Legs right here. The wing clip is going to be there slowing him. The grenade is going to connect. 10% chance did not happen this time. They're going to use the intercept on them and close the distance just a little bit. Now the grenade comes out as well, just kind of whittling away at the Hunter. But he's now getting kited. He's going with the Scorpion Sting onto Legs right now. He uses the life-giving gem, kind of giving him that little extra HP total, but the Hunter is just kiting right out of intercept range, right out of any range, out of melee range. The scatter shot comes down. He is going to feign death. This trap is not going to get resisted. He breaks the distance. Catechin down to about half HP. Legs down to about 20%. This might be it. The aim shot auto shot's going to come out. One more auto. Round one goes to Catechins. Round 2 here. Legs really hoping for the reverse sweep. Gets that little bit of HP back. The opponents stare down each other like an old western, wondering who will draw first. The charge is going to come down. Immediately the scatter shot does afterwards. He is going to get the trap off, but I don't know if it's necessarily going to connect. This could make a big difference in the outcome of this fight here. He's going to try to dance around that trap. Now, eventually, Legs is going to get frozen by it. Catechin kind of breaking away here just a little bit, opting for the rapid fire. Aim shot afterwards, and it's going to be a multi, followed it up, I would imagine. And Legs down to about half HP. He does kind of have the blood craze going, but the Scorpion Sting's on him just to make those melees hurt a little bit less. He is going to get the intercept off, but we do see a title charm coming down onto Legs right now, and then afterwards, immediately a scatter shot, feign death trap, playing this one by the books. Catechin just kind of breaking the distance here. He has deep wounds sticking away at him, so he's not going to be able to bandage, but he doesn't think he's going to need it. The full aim shot comes down, there's going to be a multi and auto afterwards, putting Legs in a very uncomfortable position. Legs has a life-giving gem up, but I don't think there's anything he can do. That is going to be round 2 for Catechin. Good run, mate. Good run. Alright, this is going to be Big Ope versus Sela. Big Ope versus Sela. Oh, the rules here, Colonel. I can get you them. There's only like 1 or 2 I didn't add yet. There's the only ones I didn't add is Hunter cannot pre-trap, and Warriors I'm allowing Rage Potion to try out and see how it works. But other than that, right there. It's kind of an old... I hosted an old tournament with North, and it was a Drexar's Dueling Tournament hosted by North and I, and that was the rule list that was compiled for it, and then we just kind of built off from there, and we've liked it. And I'm going to try to just kind of edit it and update it as these tournaments progress, and try to find the best set that makes as many people possible happy. Oh, he's opening back up on the Hunter right now. The Hunter is going to be BM. He popped, but the evasion comes out from the Rogue, and the Flare is on him as well. So he is avoiding a lot of this damage because he does have that evasion out. There is going to be a deterrence coming out from the Hunter, kind of giving him that little level of protection. The Grandmaster Arena Trinket comes out, giving him that little bit of cushion as well. A little bit more for the push-in, if you will. And he will take this first round. The dueling flag comes down. Opening up onto them, just going for the burst combination. They're using the Tidal Charm, and they're using everything for those. They don't want to use the Kidney Shot. Oh, they do. Kidney Shot's going to come down. They're utilizing all of their burst. There's going to be a blind that comes out on to the Hunter. Both players in a very similar health pool total, but that BM Pat is really doing a lot of damage to the Hunter. I don't know if they can necessarily do anything about it. They can't blind it. They can't kill it. They can't gouge it. They can't CC it. So, and the the Beast of Wrath didn't fade until he was dead. That was a lot of pet damage. That was an explosively quick 2 rounds. This is going to be Zula versus Pburg. Rikta, I'll do another one, mate. You want in, bro? I'm doing more. Rikta, tonight's the night. Rikta, I've been Mia. I've been in hibernation. I have not been creating content, but I gotta tell you, Rikta, there is a fire in my belly, and I am ready to go live. I am ready to do it. I've been slacking, but no longer. Jeffy's back. So get ready for more of these in the future as well. Yeah. Beach Muscles, Zovius, Colonel Corn, thank you for the follows, and welcome to the Late Night Show with OG Jazzy Jeff. Your boy Thunder was saying, don't forget to talk about Leeway and Torn Hunters. Oh, very true, mate. Very, I like that. I like that topic, and it's one of those where I probably could learn something from it, too, from some of the other inputs that we might have in the chat. The scatter shot's going to come down, but we will touch on it. Good reminder. The Feign Death Trap is going to come out afterwards here. They are going to put the Hunter's Mark onto their opponent right now, and they break the distance. Now, this is one of those matchups that's very difficult for the Hunter. They're going to have to utilize things like the Serpent, Viper Sting potentially, but will it be enough? Will they dispel it? This is just going to be one of those... Oh my goodness, that is going to be a blackout proc that comes out. But the Hunter's maintaining that distance, trying to anyway, use the Pburg Medicine Pouch just to heal up just a little bit, using the Rapid Fire, and tries to just pump out damage from afar. Grenade comes down from downtown from the Priest, but it is going to be too little too late, or in terms of the calculation and where he wants to put it, because it will not land. The Tidal Charm will come out onto the Hunter. They use the Psychic Stream, and they do fear him. One Mind Flay, will it be enough? Not quite. It's not going to be enough. He uses it again, but the Hunter's in melee range, potentially trying to get that trap down, and they do get it. This isn't over from the Hunter just yet. Oh my, no, my goodness. No, it was so close. Oh, it's so close. He almost got it. It was going to be hard. Would that tick been enough, though? Oh, goodness. Next duel. Good duel. It was close. I will 100% be participating in the Classic pre-launch today. Yep, reflectors are allowed. Yep. 100% will be. Colonel Corm saying, I doubt I'll win, just thought I'd join because it'll be fun. I'm glad you joined, mate. The more the merrier with those things, and I think you're going to be seeing like a wide range of skill in terms of players joining these things, so I think there's a very good chance you'll have a good duel at the end of the day. So, will you stream it? I will stream it. The question is, will I stay up until then? I'm decided I might. I shouldn't, though, probably, because it could be a long event. He immediately is going to put the scatter shot off. He does not want to get the Shadow Word Pain. He's trying to mitigate as much damage as he possibly can. So he scatters immediately, so there's not even time to cycle on that Shadow Word Pain unless they were acting very fast. The full aim shot, auto shot comes down. He sends the Pat in, gets the intimidation off, slows them down, or gets that stun off. The Priest has the Viper Sting on him as well, down to about 40% health, or sorry, down 40% health or so. They cycle the Power Word Shield. They make sure to get off the Viper Sting from themselves. They get the Power Word Shield, or Shadow Word Pain onto the Hunter. The Hunter pumping out the autos. There's going to be the Pburg Ball pouch from the Hunter right now, just kind of assuring that he does have a higher health pool total. He gets the multi, he gets the auto, he gets the Viper back on him. The Tidal Charm comes out onto the Hunter right now. The Power Word Shield is just about to be able to be cycled again. The scatter shot's going to come down. He goes ahead and feign death, puts the trap out once again, and starts eating up, getting those desperately needed resources in order to fight this Priest off. And he has a little bit more to work with. The last time he didn't have quite as much HP to work with. This time he does. He gets the full grenade off. He puts the Viper Sting down from afar. He shifts back onto the cheetah form. He just starts to use the first aid because he needs some more resources in order to fight this one. The thing about this is the Viper Sting is still on him. This is a war of resources, and the Hunter is starting to take the cake. He's starting to come back. It was looking like it was in the Priest's favor, but he might have done exactly what he needs to do to him. The Viper Sting was cycled enough to do just that, and now the wand rotations are coming in. I am one that's an advocate for every wand matters, but I don't know if every wand matters is going to matter here. The scatter shot comes down. The feign death trap does afterwards. There's going to be the Pat dying, but I think the Hunter still has a reasonable chance of winning this one. He puts the Viper Sting back on. He puts the auto on. He needs to make sure that this Priest does not gain more than the minimal, because if they do, that's a heal, that's a Power Word Shield, that's a Shadow Word Pain, and that's something that they can't deal with. The Hunter versus Priest matchup is one where they have to be so careful and take as little damage as possible, because a couple Shadow Word Pains, they'll die. Lucifer Morningstar, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the Late Night Show with OG Jazzy Jeff. The dueling flag comes down. Hunter breaking the distance just a little bit here. He gets the Viper off and kites away. It's still ticking away just that little bit, little by little. Now they're over here. I'm gonna make myself faster. Make myself faster here. Now, I'll do it after this one. Now, he is going to open back up onto the Priest here. The Feign Death Trap is going to come out. He gets away just a little bit, trying to break the distance and get himself a little HP, a little bit of mana. Knows that he only has time for a couple of ticks. Goes ahead and just throws down the grenade afterwards, puts that Viper on him, and just breaks away. Has no dots on him, so they are going to utilize that first aid to try to get him back into this thing. Now, he sees that the Priest is just drinking up, so he throws his Pat back in on there to try to interrupt their combat, or interrupt that and bring him back into combat. The Viper Sting is back on him. Honestly, he played it by the books. He put the rapid fire on. He puts a grenade out. It doesn't even need to. I don't think it was a grenade. I must have missaw. The concussion shot comes out, but he doesn't even need the stun at this point. That proc would be nice, but it's very unnecessary. Now, the Pet will go down, but honestly, I feel like the Hunter is in such a good position with the Viper Sting and keeping his distance that I feel as though they've solidified the victory for themselves in this matchup. One wand comes out, two wand comes out, but I think at the end of the day, Zula knows this one's over. Both of our contestants did a good job here. But honestly, I respect the fighting. The wand comes out, two wand comes out, three wand comes out. You gotta do it. But it's just not enough. Oh shit, this is best of 5. So one more. Best of 5.
Counterspell.
think it was 2. Alright, good luck. Good luck to both contestants. This is the best of 5. This will be the final duel in the matchup. There we go. Now I wasn't swimming fast. That was driving me crazy. Oh, I'm not even flying either. Holy shit. There we go. How have I not noticed that? Oh my god, the production value just went up. There's going to be the next duel that starts. They use the inner focus, giving themselves that little bit of a cooldown. The power, or the Shadow Word Pain is going to get cycled. It is going to proc a blackout proc. It could make all the difference. The scatter shot comes down. The feign death trap does afterwards, and the hunter just tries to run away. There's going to be a Shadow Word Pain on them, ticking away, so they weren't able to mitigate that. But you know, they did mitigate a little bit of the damage with the ability to reset and drink there. They got the grenade off. They're utilizing that very well. There is going to be a Viper Sting on them as well. Will it be dispelled? And, you know, I think Pburg is getting a lot of value in that. No, there's the Viper Sting as well. It's on him once again. I think this is either person's game. The net coming down onto Pburg here. The Title Charm coming down onto the Priest. The Powered Shield is going to be cycled. Oh, no. The area. Oh, Pburg with the Flea. Of course, that will be a 2-1. The players are always able to throw those out if they agree to amongst themselves for the fleeings, but otherwise this is a 2-1. Maybe I should make that a rule. I'll solidify that in the coming days if a flee counts or not. But the thing is, then that can technically, by the right player, be used as a tool to win, you know? Alright, good duel. Let's do it. Let's do this. It'll be a clean duel. The Shadow Word Pain is going to come down onto Pburg here. There's going to be a Viper Sting being utilized right now, just ticking, you know, kind of draining their totals just a little bit. One auto, one multi. The Mind Flay is going to come down afterwards, and Pburg uses the Furblog pouch to try to keep himself healthy. The net's going to come down. They are going to use a scatter shot. Will there be a feign death trap? I don't think there's time, simply because, well, hey, they're netted. They're very vulnerable right now. That might make all of the difference, honestly. Oh my goodness, the trap was so good, but then he got the fear off too, so I don't know who has the upper hand. I think Pburg needed that to happen though, because he was backed into a corner. He gets the Viper off and he starts to get to kite. Once again, he throws on the cheetah form and he just breaks away. And the dot, not only that, the dot's faded. Now he utilized the Skull of Impending Doom here, our praise friend did, just to try to close the gap so he could stop Pburg from utilizing the first aid, but is it too little too late? Pburg does flap open the rapid fire. The Shadow Word Pain is ticking away at him. Zula down to 50% HP. He has no more mana left. Pburg has about 10-20% mana. He does manage to get the Feign Death Trap off, and he is able to reset it one more time. But unfortunately for the Priest now, they are going to be very he breaks away. The Viper Sting is on them once again. The concussion shot's going to proc, and it just adds insult to injury as the Priest looks at him a little bit defensively, you know. You know, it's one of those where I don't think there's any coming back to this. He just looks at them out of desperation like, hey, I'm going to try to wand. If those wands had crit, and it would have been something special, but unfortunately for our Priest friend here, Pburg will be moving on to the next round. Good game to both players. Well fought. Pburg moving on to the next round. The next one is going to be Catechin versus Big Ope. Sorry, guys. I think I missed some. Hey, bro. Oh, yeah. Okay. Summon Maggie. Okay, so this is going to be the semifinals, and I'm gonna let Maggie fill in for Big Ope or for Catechin. Catechin's dropping out. I don't feel right about I don't feel right about letting him then move on to the finals without having to fight his way up. As much as I'd be happy for him to come in here and have a showman match. So this is Big Ope versus Maggie. Let's see it. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna let Maggie know too, just so he knows. Okay. Alright, this is going to... he probably hears me, but just in case he didn't, I just wanted to let him know. The Feigned Death Trap is going to come down onto Big Ope. He's filling in for someone else right here. Another great hunter and content creator. He utilizes those rocket boots. He puts down the multi-shot auto shot. There's going to be a trap that's put down onto Maggie's pet. Maggie's getting very low. The Viper Sting is on Maggie. Maggie still has the rocket boots, but he only has an auto shot left in him. Big Ope is actually utilizing his bandage, and it might make that little bit of difference. Maggie in a very vulnerable position. The first round will go to Big Ope. McSimp was saying, was the first match a win for the Freeze, or did they flee? Oh, maybe that wasn't McSimp. That might not have been a win thinking back on it. It might have been a 3-0. There's going to be a dueling flag that comes down here. The Feigned Death Trap is going to connect. Despite all these little mobs on him, Maggie actually is able to kind of successfully CC, but he still has all these little things beaten. He has these little servants beaten on him, and now he wasn't able to heal up, so now he does have the other pet CC'd, though. If he was able, you know, oh my goodness, but here comes the BM. Here comes the Bestial Wrath. The Viper Sting is on Maggie, and that pet can't be CC'd at this point. There's just he's a sitting duck. The damage is going to come down. There is going to be a grenade that connects. He puts the Feigned Death down, the trap as well. But honestly, with that pet unCC'able, here, oh, Maggie is fearing at the last second and utilizing those bandages. I don't know if it's. I love the vigor, but this is going to be so hard. So hard. He would need like Furball Pouch and... Oh, he's gonna eat though! He's going to eat! And Shadow Mouth. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. He uses the scatter shot. He puts a Feigned Death Trap down. Maggie's saying, I know how to play the class. I can do this. He's like, I can reverse sweep. This is a best of 5 right now. Maggie down to about 20-30%. The full auto is the full multi, full aimed comes out. Oh, but big crit coming out from Big Ope, and he's winning 2-0. One more to potentially determine it. Big Ope could take the cake in this best of 5 right now. But yeah, I think Maggie might think it's a best of 3. Reverse. All right, here we go. We'll see. We'll see if he's like, yeah, let's go. My boy Maggie coming through, the young hunter. We got a couple young hunters in the tournament, Captain and Maggie. That would have been a fun duel to see as well, you know, the young bucks on the scene that are both hunter. Are you as well, Pburg's another young hunter. Pburg's, it's a pleasure to meet you as well. Yeah, very good duels. Oh, and this one has started. The Beast of Wrath's going to come out here. There's going to be an Intimidation stunning Maggie. Maggie down to about half HP. The Viper Sting is on Maggie already. He's trying to get away, but there is a pet chasing his ass, and there is no CCing it. You know, I've seen this matchup a fair few times, a Hunter versus Hunter matchup, and we've seen a lot of different ways the Hunters have taken the approach to this one, whether it was BM, Marksman. I've even seen Survival. But I gotta tell you, I find as though the BM generally does pretty well. Just the inability to CC the pet is generally a very strong mechanic that sometimes it can be the very determining factor. Give or take a couple of crits, it's really hard to deal with that. So he does get the reset off here. He you know, playing with the pet a little bit, but unfortunately the Viper Sting from Big OP was real. Like that made a lot of difference. You know, there was no more resetting, there was no more anything. He throws down the grenade, throws down the multis. Good duel, guys. Good duel, good duel. Another full tourney after if you wanted to play. Alright. That is going to be Big OP taking this one. Okay, so this is going to be the best of third place matchup. Oh, but that's going to go to Zula because yeah, Catechin wasn't playing, and I don't want to strip that from Zula. If Maggie and Zula wanted to do like a show match, that'd be awesome, but otherwise third place would go to Zula because Catechin's had to go, unfortunately. But if Zula and Maggie want to do a showmanship match, they're very welcome to. But otherwise, the next two contestants that are on the field, this is going to be the finals between Pburg and Big OP. Your show match? Alright, cool. Let me ask Maggie if he's willing. Would you want to fight Zula for a show match quick? Sounds good, man. Alright, he's gonna pass Zula. He's gonna keep his head in the game, get ready for the next tournament to come here after this one. This is gonna be the finals, and this is between Pburg and Big OP. So this is it, guys. This is it. Who wins 20 bucks? Who wins 10 bucks? It's the moment. There's my beefy boy. There's my big beefy Tourney boy. And then we need Pburg. Oh, another Hunter versus Hunter. Ooh, let's sit up straight. This should be a good series. Good luck to the contestants. It's a night of Hunters, man. I like watching Hunters duel, so it works. He does get the Scattershot off. The Feign Death Trap is not going to connect. It might have even gotten resisted there, if I'm being honest with you. Now, we are utilizing the Viper Sting on both parties' part. The Rapid Fire comes out from Pburg's as they trade auto for auto. Now, he went with the BM on the pet. Now, it seems as though Big OP is trying to get the fear off. He uses the Grandmaster Arena Trinket for that shield, and he's sitting at a very healthy total. And honestly, Pburg is just getting powered down by the BM right now. Now, you gotta wonder, is BM the optimal route? I've seen both. I think both can win, but it's very difficult. He gets the Viper Sting down once again. There is not going to be a recovery for this one, so the first round will go to Pburg's. Yeah, we'll let him respec. You let him respec me. We're gonna let him respec. 100%. A lot of the time I'll do only, you know, if I were doing some like huge prize pool tournament, like $1,000 planned for 5 months ahead of time, I wouldn't do respecs like in between duels, but for this, go for it. Go for it. And I always allow respecs though between duels as well, I think, on any serious note. Not yet, Zula. Not just yet. I still needed to talk about... There was still a really good topic to talk about as far as the dead zone for the Hunter. This would be a good time to talk about it. Will Torn Hunter be a struggle in Classics due to the leeway? And I guess it's possible. I think the possibility is there, especially if like if the game thinks they have too long of range, and so it doesn't let them shoot because it thinks they should be able to melee. Maybe that could affect them in this way. I suppose they're going to be able to get off wing clips easier is something to think about. Like your wing clips will come off easier because your melee range is a little bit longer. But I feel as though you do have that possibility of maybe your melee would hit when you think your auto should have. Colonel Corn, it's not open for signups just yet, but it will be right after this one. I'll take like a 2-3 minute break and I'll let you guys sign up, and I'll sign everybody else up that wants me to just do it for them. Okay, but I do think there's that possibility it could be a hindrance. I think you could still get away with it, and you could try to look at the bright sides with like wing clipping things from further away. But I would think that auto shots might have the potential to be more accurate in terms of when they go off. Okay, let's get this one. This rapid fire is going to come down. The intimidation is going to come out. The Viper Stings are traded, so they're both ooming each other right now. Both Hunters are in a position where they have about half mana. Pburg does have that rapid fire. He's just trying to go to town. He went to BM as well. We are just seeing BM versus BM right now. They're just man fighting. Just auto for auto, spell for spell, tick for tat. Now, Big OP is going in for the melee. Pburg pouch coming out from Pburg. The War Stop is going to stun him, but that Pburg pouch might make all of the difference in the second round. Is going to go to Pburg. There was just boo, 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 fucking Bistro Wrath auto. I love that. I love it. Oh my goodness. Apparently there's a TBC version of PvP Henhouse as well now, called Smolder Forge. This is going to be a 1-to-1 in a best of 5. Either Hunter has the possibility to take this one home, take home the $20. Just something to talk about, something to tell the friends about, you know. Hey, I won a tournament, feels good, man. So let's fucking go. Both of these players wants to get that #1 spot. #2 is good, but #1 is great. But there can only be one. Let's see who it's going to be. The rapid fire is going to come out from Pburg here. Big OP doing the same thing, trading trip for tat. The intimidations are going to be traded. The Viper Stings are on one another, putting both Hunters down to about half mana already. It seems as though Pburg is getting the larger end of the stick here, so to speak. He's getting a little bit more damage off. Big OP in flashing HP down to about 10-20%. The Pburg pouch onto Pburg, healing him up that little bit. I think that's making a tremendous difference. This is going to be round 2, going to Pburg. It might be a reverse sweep. He just needs this one last one. You know, the respec might have made all the difference. You know, in the Pburg pouch, these two factors might be changing, you know, the outcome to this duel. It seemed to be in Big OP's favor, but Pburg is bringing it back. The dueling flag is going to come down. This could be the last one. Big OP's got big shoes to fill. His own. He's been doing well the whole tournament. Can he continue and take that W? They're both going to use that BM Bestial Wrath ability, using Viper Sting as well to try to oom their opponent. The grenade is going to come down. He goes in and weaves in for the wing clip. Down, Big OP going for the melees right now. He uses the Grandmaster Arena Trinket, giving him a little bit more total fluff to try to deal with some of this damage. There is going to be a Feign Death Trap that comes down. It is going to connect with Big OP. There is going to be a Fear coming out from Pburg, and he actually is able to utilize the first aid, which is probably probably enough to kind of take this one. Now he is trying to run away right now. The title charm comes down onto Big OP. Big OP was kind of going for this melee-centric route, whereas Pburg was going for the traditional autos. The Scare Beast is going to come down onto his pet, but he's taking all this damage, knocking him back, and as a result, Pburg in a very comfortable position. The Viper Sting has kind of done its work, as there's no Dispel for that, and Big OP is now out of mana. Pburg has just a little bit to work with. He's going to be utilizing things like potentially Bounty Shot in order to use that last little bit up, I would imagine. Uses the Feign Death. Now, no need for the trap just yet. This is going to be a victory for Pburg, coming from all the way from Darnassus, reigning from, and showing us he's a hunter to be taken seriously. It's a hunter that I haven't had the privilege of checking out, but I certainly will here in the future. So, another fellow content creator, Pburg. Give him a round of applause, everybody, for our winner, taking first place, coming out of nowhere. Haven't met him before. Look forward to shoutcasting his duels in the future as well.